Hey guys, this is Camfrey15
The Red Wolf here.
and we're here to do a My Hero Academia video review for you guys. Again, sorry for uploading this Monday. Well, depending when we end this video, I think it will depend when maybe it goes up tomorrow, Tuesday, but if you're seeing this Monday or Tuesday, sorry for uploading this super late because Denzel had to go to Mexico, and if you didn't see the last time he went to Mexico, we had to do it literally the week after the weekend of the episode because of he was in Mexico, and we don't want to have connectivity issues and stuff like that. But other than that, we're here to review My Hero Academia episode 19, and we're almost done with this season. Crazy
Yeah.
to believe that this season was hyped up last year in October, and
hmm
now it's almost over. You only got probably about maybe 4 or 5 episodes left, and then that's a wrap for season 4.
hmm
So yeah. But anyways, let's talk about My Hero Academia season 4, episode 19, and the episode title is a pretty long one called "Prepping for the School Festival is the Funniest Part." Another one of those long anime titles. Anyways, the episode starts off with a gentle criminal video, and essentially it pops up with him talking about different heroes and villains. Now, the only hero they show is All Might, while some of the other heroes are silhouettes of some future heroes you might see, well, you will see later as the series progresses if you're an anime only person. Then he starts talking about the villains, and he mentions All for One, the Meta Liberation Army commander Destro, and then basically a petty thief called Harima. Um, Interesting that I will just say your thoughts, Denzel, on them naming those three villains, especially the two new people.
when you say the two new people, are you talking about General Criminal and the?
The Army Commander, Meta Liberation Army Commander Destro, and then the thief OG Harimi.
Mm, well, I'm just left with so many questions, just like I have for General Criminal. Like, what exactly are they after?
So I'll just say you'll see this Destro character later. When I mean later, I mean season 5, more than likely.
I wonder when season 5 will come out.
Probably the same time around season 4 came out, if it's going to be a seasonal anime.
Hmm.
So season 5 would come out this year in October again. Um, so anyways, LaBrava was actually looking at the video she uploaded for him, and essentially she was in amazement, and she looks like she's swooning over our fellow gentle criminal. So obviously she looks like she has some kind of attraction slash love for gentle criminal. I guess your thoughts on that, Denzel?
Mm, when you put it that way, all I can think of FBI open up. No, just kidding.
Well, we technically
Uh,
don't know her age. Just because
the
she's little and she looks like a midget doesn't mean she's just a kid. She could
and
be old enough.
anime logic. I think it's kind of cute how she's kind of like fangirling, I guess.
It's also looking like she really looks up to Gentle Criminal as well. So yeah, I thought it was funny because even she mentioned she's like, "Oh, watching the video, I was just swooning over you so much." And I was like, he kind of brushes it aside, but I think he obviously knows that she cares about him and stuff like that. And yeah, so essentially they go outside and well, they don't go outside. And well, I don't know when. I forgot. It's been so long. But Gentle says he uploads the videos that what most people call are criminal actions, but he says he really doesn't commit those criminal actions at a random time, but he feels like he should punish people that don't act essentially gentlemen like. It's an interesting position to stance. He used the little convenience gas station store he robbed, like I think last week. Um, he used that as an example, saying like, they didn't do something in a gentleman way. It's an interesting thing he's saying. I don't know if you'd care to talk about that, Denzel.
I'm not really understanding it. But what exactly does he mean? Like gentlemanly way?
I guess essentially he means like, a gentleman is, an honorable person.
Mm.
I guess essentially he's just saying like, these people aren't being honorable and I'm going to expose them for those actions.
Is that really it? Okay. Hmm.
It's not, well, there's more to him than, the thing. I'm not good at explaining his backstory, guys. If you would like to understand more of a backstory of his character, I really suggest you watch, the manga chapter reviews when he first came out. I would go to this guy called Chibi Reviews. He did a good job at breaking down his character a lot. So you just got to make sure you read the manga. Or I mean, not read the manga. You make sure you check out his manga reviews because he says that's what is his two favorite character, one of his two favorite characters in My Hero Academia. So yeah, check his video. I think he does really good videos. Um, Other than that, he says he has been doing this little, I guess, YouTube. Bless you.
Thank you. That was a real sneeze this time.
Anyways, I was saying, he says that he's been doing this, I guess, YouTubing, vlogging thing for about 6 years. And he states that, because Labrava, she points out the fact that because she's getting heated at the fact that, their past videos haven't been getting a lot of views, and not a lot of two people don't think what they're doing is impressive. Um, and she brings up the fact of what Stain did back in season two, how he became so influential, and crazy things happened because of his video. And she's essentially telling Gentle Criminal like, look, we might need to go what the villain's route is going. And he says he does not like doing stuff like that where, he likes getting physical, likes starting fights, but he realizes that in order to get more people to pay attention to his videos and attract more views, he might have to go down that route.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. I went, and I'm guessing his next target's like at EOA.
That's what he essentially says in this episode. Heck, even the next episode preview kind of confirms it.
I wonder what kind of riot he'll start there. I mean,
So,
students and
mhm.
teachers.
So, anyways, I believe this is when we hit the halfway point of the episode. Um, and essentially it cuts back to Yue, and Bakugo and the others are walking out of class, and they're going back to the dorms. And essentially Bakugo's looking at these two students from the general studies course, and essentially they're talking really bad about class 1A, and they don't like the fact that they're having this musical that they're throwing, or this concert that they're throwing. And essentially, they like the past couple of seasons you've been seeing other classes at UA High really do not respect or do not like Class 1A because of the past events. Essentially, general studies, they don't come across like how Class 1B says with UA. They think they use the villains stuff to get cooler. They feel this general studies, these two students in particular, feel like the villains have brought more of a stress to them what Class 1A has been doing. So it's an interesting take. So obviously it continues the trend that UA, Class 1A is not very much like classed around the others, and there's still a little bit of hatred.
Hmm.
So it cuts to the dorms, and essentially we get confirmation that the school festival is a month away from this episode. So Jiro asks, the class essentially, if they know how to play instruments. And what is it? Not Kirishima. Who? Crap. Who's electric guy power again?
Dang it!
Yes, these characters are so. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm forgetting. Oh, Kaminari, Kaminari. Kaminari is
Mm,
like, wait, Deku, didn't you play drums when you were younger or something like that?
I
And
did.
Deku, I mean not Deku, Bakugo. Sorry guys, I'm just really messed up. Anyways, and Bakugo gets heated, and he kind of eggs Bakugo on, and Bakugo gets the drumsticks because Cyril was taunting him, and he plays the drums like a pro. So obviously Bakugo's got some drumming skills, and they kind of elect Bakugo as their drummer. And then Bakugo kind of gets a little upset, and then Jiro's kind of like, "Come on, Bakugo, look, we need to do this to make everybody happy." And then Bakugo makes a kind of pretty good point, saying, essentially, he was in his tone, he was saying, "Let's kill everyone," but in really, honestly, he was saying, "Let's blow everyone back. Let's like show these guys that we're not what they think we are and stuff like that." Essentially, that's his rational way of speaking.
Mhm.
So, it's more character development for Bakugo. I guess your thoughts, Denzel?
Good job, Bakugo. You're slowly growing as a person, not just the uh whatever you are right now.
Um, Todoroki, he also realizes the fact that Bakugo, he knows that Bakugo has been putting a heavy burden on himself, especially after season three and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So anyways, we cut back to Gentle Criminal and Labrava for a quick second, and that's when we kind of get the confirmation of him saying, "I got to do something on a whole grander scale." Let's go back to what made the villains a huge talking point. Essentially, he confirms that he is going to attack UA High at the school festival because he mentions that there's going to be a school festival at a school. And the moment they say school festival, listen, let's be real. We all know that's UA going to be attacked, or he's going to go try to attack UA.
So is General Criminal actually the one Dego's gonna have a one-on-one fight with?
Yes, of course, Denzel.
That was just a guess. That was just a guess.
Who else? There has been no other featured criminal or villain in this arc up to this point, so
I don't know. Dego versus Bakugo, the rematch.
I don't think we're getting that personally for a long time. Like, I mean, a long time.
Guess not. Okay.
Um, so yeah, obviously, go ahead.
Sorry if I spoiled it for people.
For what?
The one-on-one fight.
I've been spoiling it since these people have been checking out the reviews, though. I've been saying, like, hint, hint.
How about the anime-only people? Okay.
Oh, that's too bad. It's obviously predictable that Deku's going to come across him somehow. I won't tell you how, but he will. Essentially, they split up into three. Well, Deku and the others, Deku, Achako, Kirishima, and Su, they all show up saying that they finally caught up with their classes, so that's good. They don't have to worry about, going to extra classes late at night just to catch up with their studies. And they kind of come to the conclusion that they've split them into three different groups. One group will be particularly dealing with music. Another group will be particularly dealing with the dancing aspect of the concert. And then another group will be dealing with the production, like, how the stage looks and what will happen, stuff like that. Because they say, like, um, Mr. Sparkle guy, I can't believe forgot his name. He's gonna be like the disco ball and stuff like that, and he is like, disco ball. I don't care. I like that idea. And I was like, of course you do. So anyways, which was a pretty interesting point if you saw this episode. So they obviously need a singer. So, Invisible Girl, I'm sorry if I don't remember these characters. Look, these characters are, yeah. Um, She requests that Jiro be the character or be the person to sing the song. Oh, actually, funny point before I talk about Jiro. They were deciding who to play the guitars. Kaminari and Mineta were trying to play guitars. Kaminari, I think he was terrible at playing guitars, and Mineta, he couldn't even reach the strings. And if you're watching the episode, dude literally broke the fourth freaking wall and said, "It's because my character design will inhibit me from doing anything." And I was like, this character just broke the
Uh,
fourth wall. I
I
was like,
love the anime moments when they break the fourth wall. Oh,
so, but he's gonna be in the dancing group because Mina's like, well, if I get you a Harlem or something or some kind of Harlem dancer, will you dance with us? And he's like, sure, fine. That makes me even more happy. So, okay.
wait, Todoroki the guitarist then, or,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Tokoyami ended up being the guitarist.
Tokoyami.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
forgot.
then also Momo is going to be like the pianoist or the electric pianoist, something like that. So because she says she took piano lessons, so and then with Jiro, she is also going to be the guitarist as well as singing. Um, and when she sings, she blows everyone back. And now the English dub episode hasn't come out for this, but in the Japanese subbed version, when she sang English lyrics, like it was English. I was actually pretty shocked because that's the second time this season there has been a song that was played in English lyrics. And that was when Deku finally got a hold of Eri back in the Overhaul arc. I was like, well, I know when I was first watching this, I was like,
Mm,
they're playing English lyrics. I wonder if the Japanese even understand what the hell she's saying.
well, then again, it's not that uncommon for Japanese to start singing English. So,
Well, honestly, if I'm not being real, if I'm being honest, Jesus, second opening to Fire Force, that is an English opening.
and the very first part of the ending theme of Doctor Stone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, what to do.
So, anyways, they are impressed by Jiro, and now she's a lead singer of the concert. Now, the final parts of the episode is Deku, and I think it's probably one of the more interesting parts of this episode. Is Deku has one of those special meetings he has with All Might to essentially go over how stronger he's gotten. And essentially, he talks to All Might, saying that even though the events during the overhaul arc were a success, and the fact that they saved Irino, he still felt that he wasn't as strong as he felt like he should have been. Because he even tells All Might he used 20% and he still couldn't beat overhaul. And he even brings up the point like, if it wasn't for Eri being there, I would have lost that fight. Um, and he essentially tells All Might he doesn't know how to fight at his current state right now. Um, then All Might rebuttals to Deku's comment and it says Deku should more than likely start doing long-ranged attacks. I guess at the time, Denzel, when you're watching it, what was your thoughts about that?
Dude, dude, dude. Ugh. Oh my god. That's actually really badass when I saw him do those stuff. Actually.
Mm.
Really. And with the finger shots. The stuff that you've been talking to me about.
Well, we'll be getting to that. So, anyways, Deku gets his gear, his well, not his superhero gear, but his workout gear, the UA issued gear. And All Might tells, and they go to some backwoods area near the school. And All Might tells Deku to go 20%, even though Deku's like, but that's kind of me pushing to my limit right now. He's like, screw it, go full counting 20% right now. So Deku does that, and essentially, All Might just tells him, look, just do a kick, just jump up in the air and kick. Deku does that, and he creates a very powerful wind pressure. That is like a wind blow of an attack, and All Might essentially says he would teach him that move when he was pretty familiar and good at mastering at least 15% of his power, which was a pretty interesting thing. So obviously, All Might is being that teacher to teach him now, and we're seeing that All Might is finally teaching him, and it's been a long time since he's teaching, really since season one.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, he's only given him like words where he has to adapt to what the words All Might gives him. Um, so anyways, as they're talking, All Might essentially says like Deku was probably in a very defensive battle against Overhaul. Are that he can well, and he also says that when he sends the wind pressure, he can also do that without breaking his body, so he won't lose his arm. He won't lose any, limbs lost, and he won't damage them beyond belief, unless I guess he goes too powerful. Um, so basically, All Might goes over how far Deku has come to this point on, and he lists them by steps, which was pretty interesting because it goes over from the start of season one to where we currently are at now. And then essentially, Deku realized he used to put, like, I think point number two and the current point he's on right now, combine them, and then essentially he realizes that he has to control the percentage of his power in one part of his body and then draw out that 20% for that short period of time to essentially give that, move an extra boost of power to create that long ranged attack. Um, in order to do this, Deku, like All Might states, is he's going to have more delicate control doing this, which will take him, obviously, much a more difficult time to control his power. So Deku uses All Might as so. What do you think is the best, part of the body for you to be, mobile and make those, attacks, those type of long range attacks? And Deku decides to bring back the thing from season two, which is his finger smash thing he did back in season two, and season one to an extent. Um, and if you don't remember from season two, you remember in that fight against Todoroki, he did the finger thing. The only difference is he messed up his fingers. Now that he's got full Kaling, he won't be able to mess up his fingers. He does that, and it doesn't really work exactly like it should have, but obviously we see that he's going to get the hang of it eventually. And I'll just say, if you're gonna be seeing Heroes Rising, after seeing this episode, I'll say you'll be good for the most part. As well as if you see any changes, well, any a change to Deku's costume, I'll just say it will kind of apply to him doing that finger smash. But you'll see that more than likely this upcoming Saturday with the new thing if you want to understand why he gets that new little item he gets later on. If you haven't seen the poster or if you haven't seen the trailers at all.
Hmm.
So, anyways, the episode ends off with Eri showing up at the entrance of UA. So obviously she is there, and no, the school festival has not started yet. Because I'm sorry to spoil this in the next episode preview, they're still prepping for the school festival. She is just there to visit the school and get accustomed to what UA looks like. So that's where the episode cuts off, and really the last scene, which was a post-credit scene, was Gentle Criminal essentially doing more Shalon stuff, saying that he's going to go after UA, essentially. He doesn't indirectly say going after UA or doesn't mention it, but he says he's going to go after that school and make a big impact.
Hmm.
And that's where the episode ends off. And like I said, next episode, Eri will be visiting UA, as well as we get more Gentle Criminal slash La Brava stuff. And, and yeah, this episode was really good, as well as getting more development for Deku's training. Obviously, he's improving,
Hmm.
and he's now going to add in a long range attack to his arsenal.
Yes, indeed.
Um, I like this episode. Um, nothing else to say. Your thoughts, Denzel?
Yeah, I like this episode. The John the Criminal stuff still has me with quite a few questions, but I like to see Deku like improving on his things. Hmm. Eh, Okay, go on. Yeah, I'm good.
Also, I just gotta mention, Ari looks really cute in her nice little dress thing.
It looks adorable.
Yeah, she just adorable. Girl must be protected at all cost.
Yeah, must protect.
So yeah, so other than that, this has been your My Hero Academia video, which I more than likely will upload Monday night after we're done. And the next thing that will be My Hero Academia related will be this Wednesday night. After I see My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, you will get a non-spoiler and spoiler review. So if you guys see Heroes Rising, come back, check out the channel to see my Heroes Rising review. Even if you don't see it, you can still check out the non-spoiler part. You just can't tune into the spoiler part. And whenever you see it, that's when you can check it out. But all I know is for Heroes Rising, if you're questioning how far this movie is conjectured to where we currently at right now, um, other than really a few episodes down the road, um, or really till the end of the season, actually, you're actually pretty good to see this movie. You're actually pretty fine and dandy to see this movie if you have any concerns about it. I don't know how you're gonna get your tickets because I would expect tickets to be sold out by now. If there's like some seats, you'll be sitting up in the super front of the theater, but you'll be good to see the movie. Like I said, there'll only be one thing, and that's a Deku little costume. Well, not costume change, but a costume upgrade that kind of will make you do that. But as this next week's episode, it will explain why he has that if you end up seeing it and you have any questions. So I'll just say you'll be good to go because Funimation said um, this movie, if it were to take place in the canon, I don't know if this movie is canon. If it were to take place, it would take place around, this time essentially. So if you're seeing the movie and you didn't really care and you wanted to know where this movie was at, you're good to go. You won't get any spoilers for season 5 or what's currently going on in the manga. You're good to go. So if you had any suspicions or you have yet to buy your tickets, you wanted to get anything, there you go. You're good to see the movie. So that'll be the next video from me. That will be My Hero Academia related. Denzel sadly won't be on the video because I don't know if he will see the movie. He looks like he's probably not going to see the movie. Who knows what he does? But I don't think the quickest he would be able to see it is this Wednesday. If he does somehow to get to see it, he would have to probably see it this weekend and stuff like that. And also, I did get this mentioned in a comment, in a video in the past, but you can see this movie subbed and dubbed. So if you are a person that prefers the subbed, you'll be able to see this movie subbed. And if you're a person that likes the dub, you'll be able to see this movie dubbed. So it's for both fans of different dubs. So you guys will be good. You have your favorite, dubs. I'm actually, I believe, seeing the English dub, because I just like the English dub and I can't wait to hear the English dub. But yeah, other than that, that's really it, and that's all I gotta say. So if you leave a like for this video. If there's any comments you have regarding this episode, or even Heroes Rising, because you technically, as right now, will have a day to get back to me in the comment section about any concerns about the movie. Put in the comment sections about anything pertaining to the movie, if any questions or concerns. I don't know everything, but whatever I know, I'll try to answer your question the best I can. Also, hit the subscribe button to get more My Hero Academia content. Um, Other than that, me and Denzel are gonna get out of here. So this has been Camper 15.
And this is the Red Wolf.
We are signing out. Hopefully you guys have a great day, night, whenever you're checking this video. Hopefully you guys just have a great rest of your day. So peace.